Hello, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and welcome into your weekly reading for February 27th through March 5th. Welcome to March. We are here. Wow. Spring is just around the corner. You would think it's spring here. I think it's going to be, because I'm in North Carolina, so for February to have an 81 degree day, which we're going to have Wednesday, I do believe, in February, is still just what is happening. So hopefully it's nice where you're at. Hopefully if it's cold, it's not too cold. And hopefully if it's warm, it's not too warm. Because spring is coming. Spring is coming. So I will be, speaking of spring, I will be filming your March monthly videos shortly. So be on the lookout for those. I should be posting them later this week. So check it out. If you're ever so inclined to do so. I do change the spread in those a little bit. And we clarify all the energy just because it's a big monthly energy. So check it out. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, this is a general reading. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So for this weekly reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past that's still affecting your current situation, the current energy, the potential outcome energy, and then of course what's going on underneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. But like I say, it's always energy in play. So it's good to take a look at kind of what's just happening below the surface. Those. Okay. So let's see, fire signs. Where are we going to go? Okay, you're starting out with the page, all the page energy, it seems, in the recent past. You have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands. Okay. Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles. That's pretty energy. I like it. It's kind of just youthful and fun and free loving kind of energy, and just I'm just taking life as it comes, like just day by day, but not like the day by day you're hanging on by your fingernails kind of energy. This is more I'm taking it day by day because I'm good. I'm going with the flow. I'm listening to the messages that are coming in from the universe, from my intuition, from all the other outlets that I listen to. I'm listening. I'm taking what resonates. This feels like I'm taking what resonates. I'm leaving the rest. I'm just taking life as it comes, and it feels really good. This doesn't feel controlling at all. It's just flow. It just feels like flow and allowing, which I don't usually get that with Nine of Pentacles energy, but it just comes in like you're comfortable. And it's a good kind of comfort, and it's fun, and it's useful. So cheers. Cheers to your recent past. Now let's see what that energy has progressed into, shall we? Let's see what it's doing. Well, she's moving quickly. Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Temperance energy. Oh, you're working on something. You are. Oh, it comes in exactly like you're in the kitchen and you are in the process of baking and making a amazing cake. I'm going to say cake because it's just got that youthful, like have cake for breakfast. Why not? You know, you can do whatever you want to do. You can choose whatever you want to choose. It feels like that. You're going to have cake for breakfast because it feels good and you like it and you're going to do it kind of thing. And that's what it feels like you're doing. It just initially, and it's coming together quickly, very quickly. I think you're even surprising yourself at how well you can bake and at how well this masterpiece or this recipe you may have been crafting and working with and tweaking it, in the past is really coming together now, and you are on to something very nice for yourself. Very nice. I mean, cake. We're going with cake, but that's what came in. I want a piece of this cake. That's how good it is. So let's see, what is this potential outcome energy? What fire signs are getting crafty? They're getting creative. They're being in the flow, which is nice for a fire sign, because I have a lot of fire in my chart, and a lot of times we can just flow is maybe not so much overall. I say this with love. Overall, in our characteristics, we're more of that taking action, making it happen, you know, kind of can burn you a little bit, if you will, with fire, because we're coming in hot kind of thing. We are coming in hot, and this does not feel like that. This feels like a water signy. It feels like a flow to this, a nice, soothing, calming, not, well, it is calming though, soothing, calming energy. Okay, fire signs. Someone's mellow this week. So 2 of Pentacles is in your outcome energy. Okay, so you're working on your balance. You're trying to decide some things. A little of this, a little of that is what it feels like. Same with the Temperance energy. It's like you're putting something together here, and you're close. You're close to getting it perfect, it feels. Right there. Okay. Yeah, you're close. 2 of Pentacles, the Fool energy, the King of Pentacles, oh, the 3 of Cups underneath. Oh, yeah. You're close. You are way closer than you think you are. I do get this sense. You are on your way here. This outcome energy is gorgeous. This 3 of Cups energy underneath is making me feel just celebrating, allowing yourself to celebrate, allowing yourself to eat cake for breakfast because you just freaking want to. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You deserve it. Why not? Eat cake for breakfast. Love it. It's like you're giving yourself, you're moving into the energy where you're giving yourself permission to be okay with it. It's one thing to eat cake for breakfast and you beat yourself up over it and you criticize yourself, and then an hour later you're going, I shouldn't have done that, why did I do that kind of energy, but you still had cake for breakfast. This feels like you're moving past it. It's like you are to the point where you're feeling genuinely good, and you're gonna have cake for breakfast because it makes you feel good, and that's it. And there's no self-criticism an hour later. There's no beating yourself up. There's no, I should have done, I should have this, I should have said. No. No, you're good with it. And that is gorgeous energy. Gorgeous energy. So I am going to clarify a couple of things here, because I see in the potential outcome, I see the decision you're weighing. It's like, am I going to go for it? I'm working on this. I've been working on it. It's coming together, but it's going to come to a point where you might just need to commit. Just commit and go for it. Put yourself out there kind of thing. Really just, we're going to keep using the baking a cake analogy because it's just what's coming in. Oddly enough, I'm going with it. It's like you have worked so long on this recipe and you think it's amazing, because it is amazing. You have surprised yourself at how good this is. It's time to share that with others. It's time to let others have a slice of cake kind of thing. It's like, hey, try this. Like, really put yourself out there, because you've got it. You've got it. You've figured this out. You've not only have kind of worked on in more of this flow energy. You're not fighting life. You're not trying to control life. So just the fact that you're in more of a flow and a balanced state is beautiful, fire signs. Beautiful for you. And not only that, you're listening to the messages along the way. It's like you're listening to your guidance. You're listening to your inspiration. You're listening to your heart. You're listening to and picking up on all the little signs and synchronicities that the universe is sending, because they're sending. The universe is talking here and you're listening and you're like, oh yes, that's good, universe. I'll take a little bit of that. I'll take a little bit of this. What can I do with this? And it's just lovely. I think the last part of this is just going for it. It just really feels like now it's time to put yourself out there. Take the risk, I would say. Now, of course, let it resonate, but it is go back to the cake. It is a risk. You're opening yourself up when you are offering something that you spent so much time and effort on and you love it, and you're offering it to someone else to try it and they may not love it, but you're opening yourself up to that because you're wanting to share what you have. You're wanting to share your gifts. You're wanting to share your talents. You're wanting to share your creativity. And it is a little bit of a risk because you're opening yourself up to potential, hurt or disappointment. But you're also opening yourself up to something that can grow. This King of Pentacles is, to me, that's when I see the King of Pentacles with a Fool, that's telling me this has the potential to have long-term success. So it's going to be very successful for you. It potentially can provide financially for you in all the ways that you would want and then some. It has the potential to be very... a commitment is what's coming in. So it feels like it's a path or an opportunity or a skill set that you've developed that you can really commit to, and it can open up a lot of doors for you, open up a lot of success for you, open up something that you can use for years to come. Because the King of Pentacles is about a lot of times generational wealth, but leaving a legacy, so to speak. It is something bigger than you, and it's something that doesn't go away overnight. It does not. It is legacy level. It will stand the test of time. It is committed energy. It is heavier energy. The King of Pentacles can be very heavy in responsibility and heavy in, goals, and very heavy in the 3D world. But when I see it's balanced with this Fool energy, when I see it's balanced with Temperance energy here, 9 of Pentacles energy, that's just the right amount. Just the right amount. Oh, I'm loving it. So I want to know more about this Fool energy. So what is this new path that's opening up for you that you're a little like, oh, am I going to put myself out there? Am I going to do it? Because I see it being very successful here. So clarify the Fool energy for me. Clarify the Fool. Ooh. The Star, the Devil. So you've taken the proverbial leap of faith before, and it has not worked out. It has not worked out at all. That's the hesitation. That's the hesitation. Yeah. It hasn't worked out, but you've done a lot of healing work. So the Star tells me you have a lot of hope, and your willingness to do it again, to take the proverbial leap, to take a risk, even despite the fact that it has bit you in the ass before when you've done it. And hey, I've been there. A lot of us has been there. And that is no easy feat, to heal and work with that within yourself and open yourself up to do it all over again. That would, to you, feels like it's the same thing, when I'm not so sure it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, the risk feels the same, but this might be for a totally different situation or scenario or a person or a job that's completely different than what you've experienced in the past. But it's really easy to blend them, to make everything the same, if you get what I'm saying. Because the point is here is you're not the same. You're not the same. I get that very strongly. You're not the same person that dealt with this devil energy in the past. You're not the same person in the same energy, in the same mindset, with the same belief system, 8 of Pentacles, that took the leap of faith. Maybe you had unrealistic expectations about it. Maybe you didn't listen to your intuition. Maybe you felt disconnected and didn't have a clue what you were doing. So many different things that I feel like you're coming out of it now. And you're not the different person because 8 of Pentacles, you've done the work. You've done the work here. So the Devil, this doesn't come in very strong for me. It just feels like you remember the past. You remember when this shit didn't work out. You remember the hurt. You remember, I'm going to say, proverbial rock bottom in your past. And it made you question everything. But you're showing me, the energy is showing me you've done the healing work. You've done the work. You're not the same person anymore. You're not the same person that made the decisions you did in the past. You're a new person with a new opportunity, a new chance, a new pathway to probably more success. I'm going to, 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, going from the 9 to the King. That's damn good. And not to mention it's going to feel good. This is going to feel really good to you. And the Temperance also comes in like you're getting messages here. So keep listening to that intuition. Keep paying attention to what's happening outside of you for little messages, synchronicities that are coming in, coincidences that are coming in, fire signs, because messages are coming in quickly. People are coming in quickly into your life. The tip here is to stay open to it. Still be aware and to realize that I don't know how to say it without, it's still going to sound harsh if I say it because that's how it's coming in, but it's almost like there's exceptions to every rule, but it's almost like things that are really worth it, things that have the potential to turn out to be beautiful, things that can just really change the course of your life and your direction usually come with a risk. They usually aren't the most straightforward, logical, reasonable choices that you make or paths that you take. And I think deep down you know that too. And that's why the devil energy is here. It's like, oh, I've done this, never again. I don't want to deal with this ever again kind of thing. But here I am and it's speaking to me kind of thing. Hey. But at the end of the day, I am going to clarify this 3 of Cups while we're talking about it. So clarify the 3 of Cups for me. This is what's going on underneath, the celebration energy. But at the end of the day, it's one of the, think of it this way. This is how I do it with myself. Because I can relate a little bit to this energy of taking risks that just didn't work out the way you wanted to. Taking risks that ended up in what you would define. Doesn't mean they are, because from a higher level, they're not failures, but what your humanness and your ego would define as the most ultimate failure, like falling flat on your face and dealing with all the ego stuff that comes up with that. And what makes it worse is you may have thought in the past that this was like with me. I'll share my experience here. Like I took an opportunity or a completely different path because I thought it just couldn't fail. I thought we had the right, I was working with a partner. Like I thought we had the right ingredients. This is perfect. We work great together. We just are synchronized and we're on the same page and we love the same things and we're passionate about this and this is going to be amazing. It can't fail. This feels so perfect. It failed. Well, it really wasn't a failure. It was a true gift, but it took me a couple years to get there. It took me a couple years to get to where I could see it as more or less, oh, okay. So this is what's happening. This is a pattern of mine. But not to sidetrack it, but all I'm saying is I realized that the person I was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I was getting the red flags. I was feeling it. My intuition was talking to me and I just refused to listen because I thought in my thinking mind, I knew better. That couldn't be true. I'll make it work. This is going to be great kind of thing. But in current situations now that I'm in that involve taking a risk or taking a leap of faith, that those memories, those feelings can come back up. But I look at it now and I'm just like, yeah, but I'm not that person. I'm listening. I'm way more in tune. I've done a lot of healing work. I've come a long way on my spiritual journey. Like, I'm aware. I see the red flags now. I'm very attuned. I learned my lesson. I know my pattern. I've seen that pattern work out in my life. Now I'm familiar with it. Now I'm making friends with it. And but it's not going to prevent me from never taking a risk again. That's what I'm getting at. I've lived and learned, and even if I take another risk and I fall flat on my face again, I've lived and learned, and I've done it before in the past, and I can keep learning from it. Because a lot of times, It's like the saying, life is just on the other side of your comfort zone. And if you are moving outside your comfort zone, that can feel pretty damn risky. So I'm sending you love here, but this is beautiful. All right, 3 of Cups here. That may have been it. I was feeling there's something else that needs to come out here. Okay. Strength, yes. Raising consciousness, you're not the same person. Did I mention that? You're not the same person. And the Moon card, yeah, this is fear. This is the Moon is your fear, and rightfully so. You're almost afraid to celebrate. You're afraid to really feel it and allow it to come in because you just don't want to get your hopes dashed again, right? This is fear, but I'll say this again. Fire signs, you're not the same person you were in the past. You have leveled up. You're seeing it clearly. You're seeing yourself clearly. You're seeing your fear. You're seeing your fear clearly. And I get the sense that with this Strength card that you're showing me, that you are willing to sit in the fear, and you're willing to look at it eye to eye, and you're willing to make different decisions. Meaning, I can feel the fear, but I can do it anyway, because there's something deeper within me that is driving me or calling me to do it. So I'm going to do that. Doesn't mean the fear is going to go away, but I'm going to have the strength and the courage to listen to that little voice that's deep within me telling me, you got to do it. You got to do this, do this, do this. So it feels very health. It's stronger than healthy, but it feels very, very mature and healthy and healed and wise. It feels very wise how you're handling it. It's like no longer are you running from your fear, hiding from it. You're just sitting with it, and you're embracing it, and you're looking at it, and you know what it is, and no longer is the fear driving you. You made friends with your fear here, is what it feels like. And fear doesn't just dissipate. It's not like I'm magically going to snap my fingers and my fear goes away. That's never going to happen. We're humans programmed. Fear helps us and keeps us alive and safe. And humans are programmed to have this with good reason. So it's like you've recognized this and you can make friends with it, but you're going to do it anyway. You're going to feel it and do it anyway. And that's the epitome of courage and growth. And man, you're baking one hell of a cake. One hell of a beautiful, this is not like a pound cake. Oh no, I love pound cake. But you're working on like a 3 to 6 tier masterpiece. Like Milk Bar would be impressed with your cake that you're making. So cheers to you, fire signs. Okay, so let's tap on this. Let's see what we're tapping on. Yeah, it makes sense with the Moon card, the sphere. I can release the past and forgive everyone. That happens when it happens, but you know what? Just the willingness to be open to the idea of forgiving people one day. That's beautiful. I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. Glorious experiences in this potential outcome. You're just weighing your options here, grappling with the fear a little bit of, am I really going to do it? Am I really going to go for it? It's looking mighty fine. Okay, so let me get a little drink here and we're going to tap on this. Okay, side of the hand, repeat after me or sub in your own stuff, but let's go. Even though I have some resistance to this, even though I have no idea how I'm going to do it, that's okay. Because I am open to the idea that maybe one day, maybe today, that I can release the past and forgive others, including myself. So even though a part of this makes me very angry and frustrated, a part of me feels like they don't deserve it. A part of me may even feel like that I don't deserve it. And I'm just going to honor that. I'm going to honor the truth of that. Because I'm learning and growing every day. And that's okay. I am where I am, and that's okay. And I'm willing, and I'm ready to open up to the idea that I can release the past, its hold over me, and forgive everyone, including myself. I free myself right here, right now, and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free, and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. I am ready to be free. And I'm ready to let them go. I'm ready to let the hurt go. And I'm ready to forgive. Because I want to experience brand new, exciting, and joyful experiences. I'm ready. I'm ready to grow and expand. I'm ready to continue leveling up. I'm ready to see things differently and embrace new perspectives on this. I am choosing to free myself right now. I am free. I am free. And everyone in my life is free. And now I move into new, glorious experiences. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, fire signs. So take a deep breath in here. And let it go. Woo! Okay, my friends. What a cool reading. I'm excited for you, fire signs. I'm excited. I hope this helped you. And cheers to you and your healing work and where you're going. So, see you next time. Bye.